Alright, hello and welcome to Moving Parts Gaming. I'm Riley and this is Fallout 1. In case you missed it last time, we turned in the water chip, gained a whole bunch of experience and got a level up. But unfortunately that was not enough for our overseer. He then tasked us with the new quest to find the source of the mutants and to destroy it. It's still not clear to me why that is our concern or our problem to deal with. I guess it's something to do and it's more opportunity to get rich, which is still our main objective here. To further investigate what the source of the mutants is, we decided to head down to the hub and take a caravan over to the Brotherhood of Steel and then see if we can't use the Brotherhood of Steel as a way to investigate the source of the mutants. Part of that. So after talking to the guys at the door, they told us that if we want to get into the Brotherhood of Steel, we need to go and investigate a place called the Glow. Now, that's one of the locations we've already heard about. It's one of the locations to the far south, I think. So I'm thinking we might want to make the trip down south in installments. Yeah, I think that's the Glow. So I think it might be best for us to go maybe from the Brotherhood of Steel down to the hub, and then from the hub go over to, this should be the Boneyard. Then from the Boneyard go down to the Glow. So we have plenty of opportunities to reload and rearm and restock and that kind of stuff. So let's head off in that direction. And I'll zigzag south to uncover as much of the map as I can, because that's still something I'm interested in trying to do. We made it to the hub. Do I have anything I want to do in the hub? I don't think I do. To the Boneyard it is, I guess. And we're uncovering more bits of map, and of course this is LA itself. Oh, would you look at that? Los Angeles County. You better put that weapon away while you're here. Care to barter? What do you have to barter? You basically have nothing. That's too much. Want a spear? Even that's too much for you. You guys suck. Okay, I'll put the weapon away. So let's go ahead and wait till morning so we don't end up making people go hostile on accident like we've done before. And then we'll start introducing ourselves to people around town. Good day, may I be of assistance? Can you tell me more about Adetum? Nice enough town. Me and the regulators work hard here to keep it that way. Anyone in particular you want to know about? Oh, so that's the regulators. They were referenced in Fallout 3 as being the good guys. So that's interesting to know about. Who runs Adetum? Adetum here is run by John Zimmerman. He's an upright fella. He takes care of the town. You should go and see him. Anything else? Can you tell me what's going on here? I guess. You got the Blades up north, a pretty pathetic herd of people, and the Gun Runners a little north ways to the east through the Deathclaw Playground. Also, there's a way to the south. Also, a ways to the south of here, you have the Children of the Cathedral who run a hospital and a big old church. Up a little ways to the north and to the east, you've got the loony followers of the Apocalypse, who are all peace types. Okay. Where can I do some trading? Tyne runs a shop over near the gates. It's down below the little bunker. Oh, okay. He does all the trading with the hub and with outsiders like you. Okay. And where can I find Zimmerman? You'll find him in the big building to the southwest. You might be able to put enough sentences together to let you know that we're looking for some help with the Blades. What's going on with the Blades? They've done something to Zimmerman's half-witted son. Like I said, go talk to Zimmerman about it. Alright, I get the picture. I'll talk to Zimmerman. But first, care to barter? Oh, you have more caps. Not that many, though. So let's go and investigate a little bit. We have this big open area around and plenty of people to at least mouse over. Down this manhole, we found what should be the store. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you today? Hello, my name's Riley. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Tyne. Oh, can you answer questions about the hub merchants? I do some trading with them from time to time. Mostly I sell bolts in exchange for food. Oh, that's interesting. What's your take on Edidum? You might have something interesting. In a bad little town, Zimmerman's a fair man. Maybe not the brightest guy, but of course we've got Miles, probably the only man in 100 miles who knows anything about science. Maybe we want to talk to him. Miles was his name. Ooh, plastic explosive. Okay, I might grab some plastic explosive. Never know when that might be. Yeah, I'll hold on to 3. And I should be able to come up with that many caps. I'm guessing he's one of the merchants where you have to actually interact with the tables to get anything out of them. So he picked up the plastic explosives off of Tyne, but other than that, not too interesting of an inventory. So let's do a little bit more investigating around here. Regulator. Oh, so we found someone named Lorraine. Are you new here? Yes, I'm called Riley. I'm Lorraine. Can I ask you a few questions, I suppose? What do you need to know about? I'm looking to try to get a larger picture of the LA Boneyard. Why don't you tell me more about that? This used to be a big city called Los Angeles, but the bombs hit really hard. Now there's just the Angels Boneyard. We Addy-towners? Yeah, I guess we'll just call it that. It's supposed to be like Anaheim? I don't know. I don't know LA well enough. Like I said, I'm Northern California, not SoCal. But what people really don't realize is that the distance between San Francisco and LA is at least a 6-hour drive. It's the equivalent of driving from Boston to Atlanta. In college, I used to know people who would make that drive in like 4 hours, but they'd leave at like 1 o'clock in the morning and then drive 90 the whole way. But anyways, tell me more about LA. It really sucked. Lots of people lived here, from what I hear. The survivors hid in a big place called a vault and came out years later. Some of them started the Regulators and then founded Edidum, while others formed the Blades. The Gunrunners aren't from here originally. Oh, where are the Gunrunners from originally? I'm not really sure. I think they came from somewhere up north of here. It's actually kind of interesting. What do you know about the Regulators? They keep the peace around here and control all the money coming in and out. The rest of the people here pretty much work for the Regulators, and that ain't the most forgiving job. Many of them don't ever see beyond the fence that surrounds this place. Sounds kind of nasty. Can I ask you other things? I suppose. What do you need to know about? What can you tell me about the other Edidum residents? Who do you want to know about? Can you tell me about Miles? Our resident chemist, Miles, makes bullets, and he also has built the water distiller that makes sure that we get clean water from the well. He's working on an underground farm right now, but he's missing the parts. Oh, maybe we can go find parts. Can I ask you about something else? Who's Smitty? I don't think I have to talk to Smitty. He's a tinkerer of all sorts. He's good at repair work and casts bolts and fixes broken stuff around town. That's interesting to know about. Can I ask something else? Talk to Caleb. Caleb's our leader of the Regulators. I think he's the guy we ran into before. Now, what about Zimmerman? Zimmerman watches over the town. He makes sure that everyone gets fed and that everybody has a job to do. Okay. Let's ask you about a different subject. What do you do for a living? I'm a scav. I work with Samuel to collect stuff from the ruins so that we can use it to build or trade. Why doesn't everyone here do that? Well, you got the death claws out there, plus the Regulators take a percentage off the top, plus some of the protection here in Edidum. Guess people don't have the upfront cash or the guts to stare Deathclaw in the eye. How do you avoid the Deathclaws? I'm assuming you don't fight them head on. We only scavenge after. Should the Deathclaws come out after dark? And we're very good at what we do. Samuel's got a little test that he likes to throw out at people before he lets us become scavengers. What's the test? Samuel has the person hide somewhere within Edidum during the day. If he can't find the student in an hour, then he lets the person join the next scavenger party. Seems to work. You're alive? Yes, although it can be rough. It's very dangerous, especially if you're caught. No doubt. Care to barter? That's not the ammo for that gun. Anyways, thanks for the info. And in the tent, just in the bottom right, we see a dark-skinned man adorned with bright scarves and trinkets. So maybe you're the trinket guy. Hello, stranger. How may I be of service? I'm just looking around, thanks. So what do you think of our town? Well, you've done remarkably well, I can say that much. Thank you. It's been difficult. We lose people to the death claws sometimes, and winters can be hard, especially when the hub traders don't come. But we're surviving. Here to barter? Oh, you have to have something more interesting than that. You're the trinkets guy. That's annoying. What is going on with the death claws? They infest an area northeast of here and can often take the lives of the people given the task of trading with the gunrunners. Hopefully you'll find a solution. Good journeys, Wanderer. Oh, tarot cards. Okay, sure. Let's consult the cards. He pulls out a picture with a man with a vibra knife and a flag, the Prince of Swords, in the northwest. You must face a powerful foe far to the northwest. Far to the northwest. Okay. Thanks for the advice. He pulls out a card with a radio tower and another card of a man in a suit with a scepter. The tower and the emperor. Great change awaits by the hands of a powerful leader. Whether that change is death, I cannot tell. Thanks for the advice. Let's consult the cards. A picture of a man dancing on a nuclear warhead, the Fool. I cannot help you. You must make your own way in the world. I think that's the way the game's telling us to stop asking for advice and actually continue playing the game. But of course, if you look down here, our luck is permanently increased by 1 point, so that's pretty good too. And yeah, that option's completely gone now. May I ask what you do around here? I'm a farmer. I thought you were the trinkets guy. Are you not the trinkets guy? Oh, no, he's Chuck the gypsy guy. Or the fortune teller, I shouldn't call him a gypsy. We see a grungy man in dark blue clothes that kind of popped into existence when we ran in here. Let's talk to this mysterious teleporting man. Hey, don't believe me, we've met. Who are you? I'm Riley. It's a pleasure. I'm called Samuel. What do you do around here? I'm a scavenger. My job is to search out all the LA Boneyard for useful items and information. Dangerous work. Have you scouted out any other areas? I've done a little scouting. Who do you want to know about? Let's just start at the top. Tell me about the Blades. The Blades are a pretty sorry sight for a group of people. They get by, though, and some of them end up here in Addendum, if they agree to what the regulators offer them to do. Tell me about the Death Claws. Well, if you haven't seen them before, they're mean as all hell and like nothing more than to rip a poor scav's heart out. I heard there's a nest somewhere to the east of the Blades, but I haven't seen it myself. Tell me about the Gunrunners. The Gunrunners moved into a big factory up to the northeast not long ago. I can't tell you too much because they have a moat filled with radioactive sludge. You gotta go through the Death Claws to get there. Interesting. Tell me about the Followers of Apocalypse. The Followers preach peace and tolerance. Nice idea, but impractical. They live in a big library to the northwest of us. Okay. Can you tell me about the Children of the Cathedral? The Children of the Cathedral are based out of a big church waste to the south of here. There are some strange things going on there. I've seen creatures that can't be human coming in and out of there. And if the stories are right, the church is built over an old vault, which Addendum's predecessors used to live in. I knew it. There are 5 vaults in this game. Yeah, I'll talk about that more later. I'm still trying to hold up the whole no spoilers till we get to it kind of thing that I mentioned at the start of this. I don't believe we've met. I'm Miles. What can I do for you? That smock makes you look like a scientist. What are you studying? I'm a chemist. Mostly I make primer and powder so that we can reuse the brass casings from bullets, but I also dabble in some other chemicals. Where do you get the sulfur, potassium nitrate, and other chemicals? It's unusual to find someone who can appreciate the chemistry, but to answer your question, some of the materials we get from the hub merchants. Others I manufacture or get them in the area. For instance, the dung heaps from the Brahmin are a good source, as well as some of the strains of fungus I cultivate. Interesting. You make bullets for Edom? Yes, although Smitty is the one who actually casts the bullets. I just refill the casing. The hub merchants make a profit off of you in the town. Well, yes, they have to make a living since the hydroponic farms aren't functioning. We have to buy food from the merchants, and the bullets are the only thing we have to sell. I could try to get the parts you need for the hydroponic farm. Really? That would be wonderful. We're just missing a few parts, but I'm sure that if you scrounge up the right pieces, we could be self-sufficient. Samuel might be able to give you more info. Let's see what's down here. Oh, it's a hydroponic farm. Mushrooms. This table planter has been filled with dung, and mushrooms are happily growing in it. Interesting. Shift power. Okay. Nothing else of interest. Let's jump over and talk to Samuel real fast. Magical teleporting Samuel. Miles said I should talk to you about trying to find parts for the hydroponic farm. Do you know anything about that? Yes, as a matter of fact I do. Last week I sent a guy out up north to look for the parts for Miles, but we haven't heard from him since. The last transmission I got from him was that he found the parts and was on his way back. I haven't had time to check on it personally yet, and I don't want to lose another person to whatever may have caused the disappearance. Great, I'll search in that area and let you know if I find your missing friend. Would you? That'd be great. Like I said, things have been busy around here and we can't afford to lose any more people. Have I tried to barter with you yet? I can't remember. You have nothing. You're the worst scavenger ever. So, in one of the main houses, I guess, kind of looks like a dining hall, honestly, we see a middle-aged man. Who are you? I'm Zimmerman, Mayor of Edom. What is it to you? Well, your guard said you had a job for me. I might. Have you ever dealt with a vicious merging band of thieves before? Actually, yes. I've dealt with a few. I actually liked the number 2 option on that. I probably should have gone with. It basically said, is there any part of the waste that doesn't have a gang problem? But yeah, I kind of like the more intimidating one. Good, then you know how ruthless and bloodthirsty they are. The Blades are the worst of them all, I'm afraid. We're a humble, God-fearing town that's only trying to survive, and these monsters prey on us. And our children. What do you mean, prey on you? Well, the regulators keep them from attacking us outright, but it's all they can do to keep our community safe. They try to sneak in at night to kill our citizens or to kidnap our children, and just last week one of them burst through the north gate in the middle of the night with dynamite strapped to his body to blow up the regulators' barracks, no doubt to weaken us enough so that they can launch a full-scale attack. Sounds a bit extreme, doesn't it? I'll give you 2,000 caps to kill their leader. I want that bitch's head. Seem to have something personal against her, or why just the leader? Let's ask why you have something personal. She had my son kidnapped, tortured, and killed her. They left him impaled on a post right outside the gate. All right, I'll take the job. Thank the gods, finally my son shall be avenged. The Blades camp is to the north of here. Come back when you've done the job. Okay. I'll take the beer. And luckily not everyone goes hostile to us. Let's go down the manhole to look around a little bit. Anything interesting down here? Nope, just a barracks. That's a good amount of stuff, though, that I will be happy to take. We're watching you. Who are you? Yeah, they might be watching me, but I'm still taking stuff. I should actually save just in case I make everyone go hostile. Oh yeah, this must have been the old barracks that got detonated, so it makes sense why there's a tent with some guards people hanging out. Okay, so that's part of the story checks out. I'm just using my shift vision real fast to, oh, that's something to take, to see if there's any containers I can, pick through. And in the last building we haven't looked at yet, there is a large muscular man. Good day, what can I do for you? May I ask your name? Why, everyone just calls me Smitty, probably because I'm the local blacksmith. Oh, okay, this was the last guy I was looking for. Can I ask you a few questions? Ask away. Where did you get all of your shop equipment? Any competent blacksmith can make his own anvil. Of course, I really sort of learned the craft by practice, but I made most of my own tools. What do you make around here? Mostly, I make and repair tools and implements here. I also fix things for the hub merchants. With all the help of Miles, the chemist, I reload the bullets from time to time. Can you make guns and bullets? Well, building guns and making shells takes machining, and I don't have the tools for that. But with the help of Miles, I can reload old brass since I can cast bullets. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. That's a decent thing to point out, too. That the actual brass casings required special metalworking techniques. I think the actual process is called metal casting. He makes special curved shapes. People really didn't figure out how to do until like the late 1860s. Care to barter? So let's go ahead and sell that tool back to him. And I don't really need that or that. So we're really just selling back all the stuff that we took from Addendum, which I don't really need. Okay, so I'm back at the front gate of Addendum after speaking to every named NPC. Oh, is that someone or is that just a guard? Nope, that's just a guard. So we've talked to every named NPC and gotten a decent idea of what Addendum's about now. I think we can continue exploring the LA Boneyard. I will mention real fast, because I'm probably going to edit out most of my looting, is that I was able to... Did we look in this building? Yeah, I think we did. But I was able to raid every container on the map without much of a problem. And there's some okay items, mostly like beer. I think I found an assault rifle. So not terrible stuff, honestly. So that's just something to think about. But next time, I think we are going to make a trip to the gun runners, that master merchant that we have been trying to get to since, well, really that's been the main objective of our game, isn't it? To get rich, and to do that, oh, it just got a little bit lighter. And to do that, I think the gun runners is really the pinnacle of our get rich mission. But that is going to be a great place to pick up next time. But until then, I'm Riley with Moving Parts Gaming. This has been Fallout 1. Stay tuned, and I will catch you next time.